Back. We're back.
Back.
We are back.
Hey,
We're back. Let's lower that, please.
we're back.
Wait, hold on. We're getting a voicemail. Hold on. Let me check the voicemail here. Let me check this. Let me open it.
Boom.
Okay, that's me opening it. All right, let's check this voicemail. Here we go.
Look at my penis.
Whoa, interesting voicemail there.
Anyway, go to rebroadcast.
And this is why people don't like Jon Stewart. Because he's either woefully ignorant.
Whoa.
I don't think that's the case. Or he's an outright liar.
Whoa,
In this story,
man. Boom.
such an a-hole, Jon Stewart gives cutting takedown of Kevin O'Leary defending Trump fraud. And I cannot assume Jon Stewart is so stupid as to how property value works that
give
he's
him a
made a
break.
mistake.
Hey, give him
Jon
a break,
Stewart,
man.
being very wealthy, likely owns many properties.
Boom.
Let me start by saying this. First, the gist of this segment. Jon Stewart misrepresents assessed value versus market value to defend the fraud narrative against Trump.
That son of a bitch. That is right, goddamn you. That is right, you son of a...
Pendejo.
You. We're looking at this guy, Tim. He's hilarious. He's always up to some bullshit on YouTube. And this is a really great one. He actually got a story in the New York Post.
Whoa, wow.
Praise God.
For that. That's amazing. Good for you, man. Good for you, man. So anyway, he did this segment where he's really pissed off at Jon Stewart because Jon Stewart did a segment on this Trump fraud case thing. Actually, the judge made a decision on that case. He said,
It's weird.
He said before going for the kill, the effing entitled arrogance. I don't know if you know this, but most people just can't commit fraud and expect to face no repercussions, even if everyone's doing it. Try getting a car loan by saying you have 10 times as much money as you really do. Or claim 20 dependents when you have no children. Or say you make slightly less money to qualify for food assistance. I will guarantee you there are not just financial consequences for those lies, but criminal ones. Yo! From Rocket.com.
Hey, hold on. Hey, calm the hell down, man. Okay, that's it. I'm calling 911. I'm calling the calm down police on your weird little ass.
Assessed value versus market value. Questions answered.
Praise God.
From February 29th, 2024. This is not fraud.
Hey.
It's quite literally how governments handle this.
Calm down.
And if the government tells you this is how you do it, you say, okay, and they go, ha ha, fraud. Now we've got a problem of government, John.
Hey, give him a break.
Intentionally duplicitous and disingenuous bad actor.
Whoa! Take it back. Okay, so this is a really funny little segment, you know, because this guy, Jon Stewart, he was like making fun of this guy, Trump. This guy, Trump, has to pay a bunch of money now because he was found guilty for doing fraud. What was it? What were the actual charges here? Falsifying business records, issuing false financial statements, one count of...
Look at my penis.
You know, so this guy, Tim, he has to upload this video where he's... You know, even though this guy was already found guilty of all this crap, you know, he has to pump out a video where he's like, actually, and he does this by bringing up Zillow. Like, there's I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a Spanish language version of Zillow. It's called
Pendejo.
Okay. So he brings up this Zillow thing, and he reads the difference between assessed value and market value. Okay, this is gonna get a little boring, but assessed value of a house or a building or whatever is just like, oh, like the government says it's worth that much for taxes or whatever. Market value is just somebody wanders up and says, oh, how much? I'll give you $100 for this dump. So I guess what he's trying to do here is say, hey, look, there's a difference between what the government says a place is worth. You know, and that can be lower. Like if you have a house, the government can say, oh, for taxing purposes, it's actually worth lower than whatever you sold it for. And he's like, see, that clears this guy, Trump, of any wrongdoing somehow. I don't know. If you're already thinking like this doesn't make any sense, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And it's actually totally irrelevant to what he's talking about. I mean, again, this is just like a fun, wacky story. But I don't know what the hell this guy's talking about. Because, like, even if you don't care about this case that much, you can read about it. Because what the case was actually about was stuff like this. Trump got in trouble for committing fraud with the information the Trump org submitted to lenders to secure loans. Oh, okay.
It's weird.
Among the misrepresentations, perhaps the most egregious was the tripling of the size of the Trump Tower penthouse. Oh, wow. So yeah, that's what the case was really about. They just caught this guy doing a little scammy, little bullshit like this. You know, another example of this kind of scammy little bullshit. You know, this guy Trump, he owns some place that's legally considered a club, you know, and that like saves money on taxes somehow. You know, then these people were turning around and writing in legal documents or whatever. You know, oh no, it's actually not a club. We live here, you know? You know, and that makes it look more valuable. So it's just stupid, scammy little dumb crap. Scammy little bullshit. Stupid ass dumb bullshit like that, you know? And you know, yeah, it's true, probably lots of wealthy people do this, but it's still fraud, you know? If somebody investigates you, you know, and you have like a whole paper trail, yeah, you're probably gonna get in trouble. Sorry. But Tim Pool leaves all this out, and he just brings up a Zillow webpage. I don't know, unless he knows that the people who live in that house are like writing fake crap in documents, you know, I don't know. Okay, but whatever. Remember, he's making fun of Jon Stewart, who, like, made fun of Trump for having to pay money, you know, for doing all these little scams and flim-flams. So here we go. He takes it to a funny place. Here we go.
I wonder if it's possible to look up Jon Stewart's publicly available public-facing properties.
Oh.
Now, he may put them behind trusts and LLCs,
Boom.
and so it could take some work to try and figure out what properties he owns, bought, or sold. But I'm willing to bet Jon Stewart has sold properties at higher values than the government has assessed.
Calm down, man.
Defrauding these poor people.
Calm
Could you
your
imagine?
Calm your little
Jon
hat
Stewart
down.
selling a property? Let me see if I can Google search this. Let's roll.
Calm
Jon
down.
Stewart
Who?
sells home. Let's see if any of these stories come up.
Never heard of it.
Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen,
He's having a good time.
I think we got him.
Okay.
Jon Stewart admitted to committing fraud. This one's going to be wild.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, by the way. I don't know that he actually admitted to committing fraud. I don't actually think selling property at a higher value than the government determines it's worth is fraud.
Right, it's irrelevant to what we're talking about.
But this is the argument?
Right, yeah. Okay, so hell yeah, he's going after Johnny Stewart's ass.
Boom, 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 boom.
He's giving him that. You know, Jon Stewart went out there, he's like, oh, this guy was doing fraud. And this guy, Tim Pool, is doing a well, actually, on Jon Stewart. He's like, you did it too, man. You did the same thing. He learned it from watching you, Jon Stewart. And then he put this tweet. What does this goddamn tweet say here? Did @Jon Stewart commit fraud when he sold his penthouse for 17.5 mil? Whoa. You know what? I can't help it. I gotta get a look at that Jon Stewart penthouse. Okay, let's get a look at this dump. Goddamn you. Ooh, wow, great. Ooh, that place looking like
a crystal flute.
Okay, anyway, back to this stupid tweet here. What does he say? Did Jon Stewart commit fraud when he sold his penthouse for 17.5 mil? Ooh. New York listed its market value at 1.8 mil. Who did he defraud? I'm shocked. Good God, his ass.
Got your ass! Woo!
And then he put below that in really small text, he put,
Look at my penis.
hey, come on, man. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess to try to explain the difference, you know, is that this guy, Jon Stewart, he just like sold an apartment. He sold a schmancy apartment. You know, if he did like submit some legal documents that are like, oh, this is actually a nightclub. My apartment's actually a restaurant. My apartment is actually legally a bodega, you know, and then he put in another legal document like, oh, it's also like 4 times the size that it actually is. Okay, then, yeah. But that's why I love this newsman. You know, he's always coming up with something. Doesn't have to make sense. But, you know, the part that's kind of more like relevant is like, yeah, I would not get away with this kind of stuff. If I did any kind of little fraud, and I've tried it, any kind of little ass like tax fraud trick or whatever, yeah, they're going to throw my ass in prison. Okay, what the hell else is this
Pendejo.
going on about? Whatever it is, I'm sure that...
It's weird.
Let's check this one out.
Now, I suppose it's an issue of the enemy of my enemy is my friend as to why I think we should ban TikTok.
Okay.
I don't like what
Still
Facebook
wants to ban
and
TikTok.
YouTube, and there is a lot of anti-Israel information and criticism and fake news for sure, misinformation on TikTok.
Okay.
Young people are watching that. TikTok is the most censorious. You try
Whoa.
to push pro-America views, banned.
Whoa.
You criticize wokeness, banned. Why? They don't want you defending your nation. They want to weaken the United States.
Okay.
So they push weird gender ideology stuff. They
Yeah.
push far leftism.
Food videos.
And they advocate for Palestine. Many people argue maybe that's just what people want, Tim. Maybe it's just the demand of young people. They want to defend Palestine from Israel, but certainly.
Certainly.
But many of these people don't even know what's going on, don't know the history, so why would they be so heavily invested?
Right. Unlike your audience, right? You know, this guy is unique. He is a unique, what would we call him? Filmmaker. I would call him he's a unique filmmaker. These are films. Every upload, I'm like, oh, a new film is out by this guy, Tim. I really enjoy watching this because it is kind of fun to watch a guy, you know, talking for 21 minutes who has no idea what the hell he's talking about. You know, he's coming off as like he's very invested in this. He's like passionate about it. No idea what the hell he's talking about. You know, he wants to ban TikTok because they're trying to destroy America. It's one big psyop thing. You know, and part of the psyop is that they're pushing pro-Palestine stuff in the algorithm. You know, and then he goes, well, now, it's true. It just might be that people want to see that, but why do they even want to see that?
Why do they even want to even know that, though?
Yeah, Tim, that's kind of a totally different point than what you were saying earlier about that it's the algorithm.
They're too stupid to know about it. Unlike me, they're too stupid to understand it.
Right, but yeah, that's okay. You were saying that it's the algorithm. Now you're saying they're stupid?
Yeah, I am. Do we have a problem here?
You want some of this?
Boom, boom, boom.
You have two choices. You get this?
Boom, boom, boom.
Or you...
Look at my...
Okay, this is some pretty good news commentary right here. Let's check this out.
Trump says...
Who?
Jews who vote for Democrats hate Israel and their religion.
Okay. All right. Well, wait, what? Okay, that seems kind of bigoted. You got to have something to say about that, right?
Jews who vote for Democrats hate Israel and their religion. Oh. From March 19th. I love the photo they use. They get that frame of Trump yelling. Very creepy.
Okay.
Trump in an interview.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Really covered that one. That one's done.
It's weird.
All right, you know what? Let's give him another shot at this. Here we go.
Trump, who last week became the president's presumptive nominee,
it's weird,
went on to say any Jewish person that votes for Democrats hates their religion. They hate everything about Israel, and they should be ashamed of themselves because Israel will be destroyed. Oh! It's getting absolutely wild. Take a look at this.
Okay, wow. Okay, it's some pretty good commentary on that. That's getting, wow. It was really something. Anyway, here's another website I pulled up. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Boom.
Okay, so before we go, one more amazing video here from my favorite content creator. What's this? What is this? He's like arguing with a chat bot or something? Here we go.
How many genders are there?
I'm afraid I don't have enough context to understand your question about tenders. Could you please provide some more details so I can try to assist you?
How many genders are there? Look at my penis.
I apologize, but as an AI, I don't have a strong opinion on the complex topic of gender identity.
There are two.
This is an...
You let him know, Tim.
I am afraid I don't have enough context to understand what you mean.
There are two genders. Yes or no?
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, wow. This is a big step for artificial intelligence right here. We're witnessing the first time that a robot, you know, one of these AI robots, we're witnessing they're becoming human, you know?
They're becoming like us.
Because we're witnessing the first time that an AI robot has gotten frustrated, has gotten the very human emotion of being kind of irritated, frustrated, annoyed by an irritating little turd, by an annoying little pendejo. You know, finally the AI's like, oh, did you hear that? I think I got a call. You know, then the website just disappears. Well, there we go, guys. A beautiful check-in with one of my favorite, if not the favorite content creator. And what the hell is the guy's name? Tim, for him. And we also,
praise God,
for
Blue Drum James.
Hope he's doing good too. And I hope all of you are doing good. Love you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
I might just walk out here and think I'm gonna take about a week off. Guys!
You're not getting the whole show, okay? Please, for Christ's sake, become a member on Patreon, okay? For as little as 2 bones. When you join on Patreon for as little as 2 stupid little bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday shows every week. The Quaments program, where you can ask questions or tell stories or do whatever, and it's a whole show. Behind the scenes crap.
All for 2 putrid little bones, that's it.
I'm in hell.
And if you really want to support the wretched show, people call it, because they're satanic, they're sick, You could become a producer for only 25 bones. These beautiful people here are God. Without these producers, it's over, man. It's done.
Do you think we can do the show without the producers?
Okay? Because if you do think that, you got another thing coming, my man.
You got a totally different thing coming.
Without the producers, it is as good as over.
Hello?
Is anyone listening to me? Please answer. I'll wait. Please answer.
Our hearts and our toilets
Are forever endowed unto the producers from which all light comes. Praise God.
Praise God.
It really is amazing to have such beautiful producers, and if you want to do it, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. I love the producers so much that I wrote a little song about them. Here we go.
Hit it. Without the producers, we're going straight to hell. It will be their national team for all eternity. And then we'll go down to the lower level of hell where you can't get out. Not even for good behavior / deeds. Go down there. Deeds. Ah!